Good. I'm glad. It's only mine, as you can see.
Oh, yeah.
So, Officer Hogan, what's the deal? How long you been on the force for?
None of your business.
I can find out. You want me to just FOIA request? You want me to FOIA request it? So you're a little tyrant, huh? You're a little tyrant. You don't like to speak to the public. You don't like to answer questions from the public. We pay your damn paycheck, ma'am. Okay?
Right,
Get in your car and beat it. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. Beat it. Yeah, you have a good day.
Welcome to ID Refusal 101. This intense footage from Laconia, New Hampshire captures Officer Hogan escalating tensions when an auditor asks for basic public information. Is an officer justified in calling a citizen's inquiry none of your business and yelling beat it to a taxpayer? Watch as the auditor holds his ground, questioning the transparency and conduct of the Laconia Police Department. Thank you to the original creator for this footage. Remember to subscribe to ID Refusal 101 for more audits on police accountability. Welcome to ID Refusal 101. We're here to arm you with legal knowledge to protect yourself. Subscribe now to know your rights and how to assert them. And now, enjoy the video.
You know my body cam's on.
Good. I'm glad. It's only mine, as you can see.
Oh, yeah.
So, Officer Hogan, what's the deal? How long you been on the force for?
None of your business.
I can find out. You want me to just FOIA request? We pay your damn paycheck, ma'am. Okay?
Right,
Get in your car and beat it. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. Beat it. Yeah, you have a good day. Beat it. Yeah, you have a good day. Me until I can see your face.
Oh, it's privacy glass, so you can't see in. How can I help you?
I need to get in there.
No, that's secured. You can't come in. This is the only place you're allowed. How can I help you?
Restricted access. No weapons.
Can I help you?
Yes, I need a complaint form. And I want to know why there ain't no complaint forms out here.
Okay, what is it you're trying to complain about?
None of your business. Good.
Sergeant Allen.
Nice to meet you. Sergeant Allen.
Yes.
Okay.
Just to let you know, I have my body okay.
That's cool. That's good. And you're being filmed also.
That's okay.
No, I came in here. I was looking for a complaint form.
Yeah.
So I tried to get. I've been up here for about 4 days now, visiting people, and I've noticed this female cop here has been pulling people over left and right on this 107 here. She just got done a pullover. She's sneaky, man. I'm gonna get her, people. We're gonna get her. I got a few questions to ask her. You know? So she'll be back out. Come here. Where you going, man? You're a cop, right? What's happening? Can I get your name and badge number?
Yeah, what's going on?
Name and badge number, please.
Officer Hogan. I don't have a badge number.
You don't have a badge number?
I don't have badge numbers. We have call numbers.
You have call numbers.
Is there a reason why you waved me down?
What's that badge say?
Sir, I have stuff to do. Is there...
Yeah, I know what you got to do. You got to go over there and pull people over. This is what I do. I watch you guys.
Watch me, okay.
Yeah, I've been watching you for 3 days pull people over on this highway.
Is there anything
And matter of fact, I just left my house, right?
Sir, is there anything I can
Can you
help
just
you with?
hear me out for a minute?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Be cool about this.
Just so
Make
you know
yourself
my
look
body-
good on my
just-
camera.
Just so you know my body cam's on.
Good. I'm glad. It's only mine, as you can see.
Oh, yeah.
So, Officer Hogan, what's the deal? How long you been on the force for?
None of your business.
I can find out. You want me to just
go
FOIA
ahead and
request?
find out all
You
you
want me to
want.
FOIA request it?
Yeah.
So you're a little tyrant, huh? You're a little tyrant. You don't
You
like
need any
you
help
don't
from
like
me?
to speak to the public. You don't like to answer questions
No,
from
I
the
love to
public. We
speak
pay
to the
your damn
public.
paycheck, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay?
Right,
Get
you
in
have
your
a good
car
day.
and beat it. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. Beat it.
Yeah, you have a good day.
Yeah, you have a good day. Hogan, the piece of crap, the tyrant of tyrants. MP 110. Pull over there, please. Stop in my car.
The auditor begins this segment by approaching Officer Hogan on the road, seeking basic public information, her name, badge number, and years of service. Under public information laws, this data is generally accessible. However, Officer Hogan immediately sets an aggressive tone, refusing to comply by stating, "None of your business," and demanding the auditor beat. This hostile reaction constitutes potential police misconduct and a violation of the spirit of transparency, fueling the core issue of ID refusal accountability. The officer also falsely claims she has no badge number, only call numbers. The auditor correctly pushes back, asserting his First Amendment right to film and question public servants paid by taxpayers. When an officer resorts to personal insults and dismissive language, rather than providing public information, it signifies a serious failure in professional conduct. This extreme ID refusal behavior confirms the need for persistent auditing to challenge the tyrants who abuse their authority.
We don't, that girl's dangerous, people. You know that. You heard her, right? I was trying to be cool and trying to actually, like, ask her a proper question. So she didn't want to tell me how long she's been on the force. So look for that, people. That'll be up. I'm gonna FOIA. I'm not gonna do it right now. It's Sunday, but I'll be up here for another few days, and I'll get that done, and I'll post that on my channel, for everybody to see. Officer Hogan, female. So I'm gonna go home and do a little Googling and find out a little bit about her, and maybe you'll see a post up there tonight. Peace for now, buddy. Here we are at the Laconia Police Station, and all is nice and quiet. I'm finding out these New Hampshire police, man, they're a lot different than the Mass and other states I've been to, but they all run the same kind of operation. Crooked as can be. Keep it under the wraps, code of silence. You know, this place is, as you see, they got it locked down and shit. Right? It doesn't make no sense to me, because see how much room's underneath the gate? Somebody can roll right underneath it. So this gate's senseless, right? But they paid all kinds of money with taxpayer money to do it.
This was never here before.
New cars. They just put this in, so that's new. 1893. So they've been violating rights since 1893, people. Let's go in and see who's inside, or see what it looks like. See if they have any complaint forms readily available for the public. I bet you they don't. I bet you they don't. Of course, this is New Hampshire. Why would they, right? It's a police station. Why would they be ready for the public to be just walk in and take one and leave? Intimidation. No public restrooms. Are you kidding me? This is our building. Okay, buzz it.
So right over there, right there, that's where someone was on to. This is
Help you.
Is this all there is to the police station?
Yes, how can I help you?
Who am I talking to?
Dispatch, how can I help you?
Dispatch? I don't see nothing. I don't see nobody. You're not going to help me until I can see your face.
Oh, it's privacy glass, so you can't see in. How can I help you?
I need to get in there.
No, that's secured. You can't come in. This is the only place you're allowed. How can I help you?
Restricted access. No weapons.
Can I help you?
Yes, I need a complaint form. And I want to know why there ain't no complaint forms out here.
Okay, what is it you're trying to complain about?
None of your business.
Well, how can I help you then?
Give me a complaint form.
No, not a complaint form.
You don't have a complaint form, huh? Okay, so you got to be the only police station in the world that doesn't carry complaint forms for the public, huh? Hey, a complaint form on one of your offices.
Okay,
Come on, why you're that stupid? What's your name, dude?
if you want to
What is your name, guy?
I can have a supervisor come out and speak to you.
Yeah, have a supervisor come out and speak to me. Absolutely. Maybe then I'll get your name. You see this shit, people? Talking to a black glass. You know what I mean? Come on now. Records request. House check forms. Okay, see what we get the records request. Okay, peoples, you see? It says today's date. You can put that, your name. You don't have to put your name. Your phone number. You can put that for a contact. Report number if known. Date of incident. Name of parties involved. Report cost is $1 per page. Exact change is greatly appreciated. So they want to charge you people when it's public information, and if they do it electronically, you don't get charged. So that's the best route to go, and that's going to be that. You know, you come in here, and this is what you got to speak to, a damn black window. It's absolutely ridiculous, people. You know, but like I said, this is New Hampshire, and like I said, there would not be no complaint forms against officers. You know, I don't know how they pick these dispatches. Probably one of the family members, but they don't know nothing. And you know, this guy tells me, oh, we don't have complaint forms. Unbelievable. So maybe everybody should come in here and get a complaint form that they don't have. I'm waiting on a supervisor.
Following the aggressive ID refusal by Officer Hogan, the auditor proceeds to the Laconia Police Station to file a formal complaint and test their transparency. The core issue of police accountability immediately resurfaces as the dispatcher, hidden behind black privacy glass, refuses to provide a complaint form or even identify himself. The auditor correctly challenges this, arguing that freely available complaint forms are crucial to avoid intimidation and uphold public trust. The dispatcher's answer that they don't have a complaint form is a significant example of police misconduct by administrative barrier, effectively blocking citizens from exercising their right to report officer behavior. Furthermore, the auditor highlights the wage request form, which charges a fee for public information, a practice often intended to discourage transparency, contrary to the spirit of the Freedom of Information Act, FOI. This episode is a clear demonstration that ID refusal and lack of accountability extend beyond the street level into the police department's internal structure. The refusal necessitates the request for a supervisor to address this administrative obstruction.
It's funny how they have, I'd say about 100 of accident reports out here that somebody can fill out. You got a few records request forms, which is good. But this actually pertains to getting information like a body cam or something like that. This is not your regular records request on like a FOIA request. And you know, they're making a plan. I don't know.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Sergeant Allen.
Nice to meet you. Sergeant Allen.
Yes.
Okay.
Just to let you know, I have my body on camera.
That's cool. That's good. And you're being filmed also.
That's okay.
No, I came in here. I was looking for a complaint form.
Yeah.
So I tried to get into the doors over there and realized that that's not the way. I go over here. I hear something coming out of that little silver thing there. Somebody's voice. I like to know who I'm talking to. He said it was see-through glass.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't tell him what I was here for.
Okay.
Okay. Why don't you have complaint forms? He said you don't have them. This guy, this dispatch, I don't know where he comes from.
Yeah.
Somebody's family member or something like that, but he don't know shit. Okay? Because every police station should have complaint forms on your offices, and they should be readily available for the public to come in and just grab one, so I don't have to speak to him and then maybe speak to somebody like you to make a complaint on a police officer.
Right.
Because we call that, and we the people, we call that intimidation. So if they're not readily available, so I see this is here, a records request, not a FOIA request, but a records request. But this pertains to like an incident that happened. So I also want to know where the form is to fill out like a FOIA request.
Okay.
So if I want, I mean, if I want your name, how long you've been on the force for, what you make a year, blah, 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 I can get that because that's all public information. We all know that as soon as you guys raise that right hand and take the oath to the Constitution, right? So it's public information. No harm, that's all. And I was just upset because I come and I go all around the country. I'm just this part of the country so far, but you know, I just started this, and I got a lot of friends that do this, and we're just trying to get it right for the people because we think that's intimidation. That we would have to come in to make a complaint on a police officer and then speak to a police officer to get a complaint form. They should actually be out here for the public, and that would make you and your police station look a lot better.
So,
you know,
can I explain the process or what we do so you know?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so if you come in here and we don't have generic complaint forms, this is what it is. So if you come in here and you say that you have a complaint against an officer, what we do is we send the supervisor out to speak with you. If you wanted to fill out a written complaint, you can use that form right there.
See, that's what I'm saying. So
The one right behind you there on that wall where it says statement. Right here.
statement
Right here.
right here.
Right there. So that's a statement form. It's just a generic statement form that we use for,
Okay, so-
either a regular complaint, or if you're a victim of a crime, or
Okay.
we have accident statements. So it depends on.
Can I make a suggestion though?
Yeah.
How about you have somebody print them up? You know what I mean? It's real simple to do, and that way you don't have to come in and speak and actually tell somebody else. Like, it's kind of like giving you guys a heads up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a bad apple in every group. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's why I'm here. You seem to be very professional. This guy behind the counter, I think, is a real ass. Okay, I'm gonna be truthful with you. And I got a job to do. You got a job to do.
Yeah.
So I give you the police, the government, whoever, whatever I'm doing at the time.
Yeah.
I do audits all over the place.
Yeah.
City halls, everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Registries,
Sure.
anywhere I can go.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make it right for the people.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a suggestion. It doesn't have to go through, but it's a suggestion, and I'm putting it out there, and the people know that I'm suggesting it to the Laconia Police,
Yeah.
Sergeant Allen.
Yeah.
And that's it. Oh, let me ask you a question before we part. You might not know the answer, but did you ever hear of a police station not having badge numbers?
I've never heard of that.
Okay, that's what I thought, because I was just on 107 and I was speaking to a police officer, just trying to find out, how long she's been on the force, because I've been seeing her for the last 3 or 4 days pulling people over on 107. Badge stickers, and she's doing her job, right? But, she didn't do her job when I approached her, because, I got the camera, I don't know. You guys got cameras. She said that. She said, I got a body camera. I said, great. I'm glad it's on. I just want to know how long you've been a police officer. She said, none of your business. She wouldn't tell me. She said she had no badge numbers. They got call numbers. She didn't want to give me her name. I said, first of all, when she got out of the truck, I said, first of all, can I get your name and badge number? She said, yeah. Can I help you? I said, yeah, your name and badge number. If you said yeah, then what comes next is your name and your badge number. Not, can I help you? Because that's what I do. I hold people accountable. And if you don't get every police officer's name, there's one that can sneak off. So I need to know everybody that I have contact with. So I need to know this guy's name also.
Dispatcher Burnell is his name.
Dispatcher Burnell. See, that was easy. He didn't want to tell me that. I don't know why.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to do nothing. I just wanted to know your name. I need to know who I come in contact with. Because it's all documented just like you guys do with the body cams.
Sure.
But only I don't redact stuff. So whatever I do, whatever happens with me, in police stations, out of police stations, in back roads, in bars, wherever it is, I don't care. Walmart, it's all on film. But I don't redact shit. It's real time live. I'm looking to go live around here tonight, so warn you guys.
Okay.
Say, watch out for the guy with the camera. He'll be live.
Yeah.
Just don't violate rights, because that's what I do, right? You guys got no right to pull a car. You have a right to pull a car over and mess with the driver. The passenger in the car, don't touch him unless he's wanted, unless you guys have RAS on him. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people around here don't know that, so that's why I'm here. I'm hoping to teach people this, so then when they do get pulled over by the cops, they give you a problem. Not them, the person that got pulled over, the person in the driver, and maybe the driver too, because if you pulled me over with my niece in the car and you tried to obtain her ID, it would never happen. You'd be lucky if you get my ID.
That female out there was with
Yeah, she's with me. So you'd be lucky if you get my ID, right? And that's only because I'm driving. But it's got to be lawful why the person pulled me over. So, and they've already taken my plate, so they know what I'm driving. You know what I mean? That's how you guys do it. I know. Like I said, I've got over 700 videos. And I'm just getting better, they're getting better, and I'm actually making a little movement out here for the people, you know what I mean? And that's it. Like I said, I appreciate your professionalism.
Okay.
That suggestion is a clearly a plus for the Laconia Police Station. Because I will come back in a couple of weeks or so and see if anything changed. I see you got everything else you need up here for the public, the accident form,
So we use these statement forms here.
Yeah, I understand.
Like
so
you said, they're just, generic.
each state has like a different thing, like Freedom of Information Act.
Yeah.
freedom to know,
Yeah.
the sunshine
Yep.
clause, whatever state you're in has different, right? So,
Yeah.
but a FOIA request is federal, right? I'm not talking on a state level, I'm talking, so that's federal, so, I mean, that can be written down on any kind of piece of paper, and then, you know, documented, made a copy, stamped and given back. That way they received it, because, you know, by law, they got 10 days to answer the FOIA request, unless, you know, they need more time. But when I usually FOIA request something, it's usually salaries, time of employment, position, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And just stuff like that. I don't try and get personal, like, into their personal life,
Yep.
you know, because who likes their personal shit put out there, right? But becoming a police officer, you lose that right, basically.
Yep.
I appreciate you, man.
Okay.
You have a great night.
Okay, have a good night.
You too.
Sergeant Allen finally emerges to address the auditor's concerns. Showing initial professionalism, the auditor immediately raises the critical issue that withholding readily available complaint forms constitutes intimidation, a form of police misconduct aimed at discouraging public oversight. Sergeant Allen explains the department's policy to use a statement form for complaints, arguing they don't use a generic complaint form. The auditor counters this, suggesting that printing dedicated accessible forms would significantly enhance public trust and reduce administrative ID refusal barriers. Critically, the auditor recounts the street encounter with Officer Hogan, whose outright ID refusal and false claim of having no badge number is confirmed as improper conduct by Sergeant Allen's own admission that he'd never heard of that. The discussion shifts to the legal context. Public employee information like salary or tenure is subject to FOIA/Sunshine laws. The auditor consistently educates Sergeant Allen on the importance of transparency and holding all officers accountable, even following an extreme display of ID refusal, like that scene from Hogan.
All right, people. So you see, he was cool, right? But I had to make that suggestion. Let me go back in for 1 minute because they might get me for stealing their pen. I don't want that. So the sergeant ratted out the dispatcher. Burnell is his name. You know? How ignorant is that, people, to go in and talk to a freaking black mirror, you know? And have them, can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you? No, you can't. You can help me by showing me who you are and who I'm talking to. That's the only way you can help me. How do I know you ain't, you know, Jason from Friday the 13th back there, you know? Or even worse, freaking, what's his name, Einstein or Tesla. One of them crazy bastards, you know? You never know in this world. Oh, what do we got there? We got a police officer coming to work. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, look for him out there. All right, people, peacing out from here. We're trying to make some movement out here in New Hampshire, Laconia. There's a lot of pullovers out here, people. If you come from around here, you know that. And the passenger in your car, man, don't let them ID, whatever you do. Unless they got an RAS, reasonable articulate suspicion, he's wanted for a crime, about to commit a crime, or has committed a crime. So, with them words, I'm out. Peace.
Including the audit, the auditor acknowledges Sergeant Allen's professionalism compared to the initial aggressive ID refusal displayed by Officer Hogan. The auditor circles back to expose the lack of transparency from dispatcher Bunnell, noting the absurdity of being forced to interact with a black mirror instead of a visible, accountable public employee. This act of non-identification by Bunnell is another subtle form of administrative ID refusal. The segment ends with a vital public service announcement concerning Fourth Amendment rights during traffic stops. The auditor strongly advises citizens that passengers are generally under no legal obligation to provide identification ID to police, stating they can practice ID refusal unless police have a reasonable articulable suspicion, RES, that the passenger has committed or is committing a crime. This knowledge is essential for protecting civil liberties and resisting police overreach during routine stops in places like Laconia, New Hampshire. In review, the auditor's conduct demonstrated an exemplary understanding of the First Amendment right to film and the principles of public accountability, earning a solid A. Conversely, Officer Hogan's aggressive noncompliance and outright ID refusal, scoring an F, along with Dispatcher Bunnell's administrative obstruction, AD, clearly illustrate widespread police misconduct in denying public access and information. Sergeant Allen, while professional, only partially addressed the policy gaps, earning a C. The key legal takeaway here is your right to film and the passenger's right to ID, refusal without reasonable articulable suspicion. Remember, legally, public servants must provide their name upon request. Your lawful action is persistence and knowledge. If you encounter similar police misconduct, stay calm, assert your rights, and film everything. Don't let fear lead to ID refusal failure. Want to learn more about holding law enforcement accountable? Make sure you hit subscribe on ID Refusal 101 and follow the original creator for their crucial work. Knowing your rights isn't being difficult, it's being prepared. If this video helped you understand your legal rights, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment below, tell us your story, ask a question, or suggest the next encounter we should break down. This is ID Refusal 101, where we teach the basics of your right. Thanks for watching and see you next time.